This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. NCN Sports is presented by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith. And by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor. Visit teammates.org today.
Atkinson, Nebraska for West Holt and Plainview. We got a doubleheader, and it should be a pretty fun one tonight on News Channel Nebraska. Kaylin Devin, along with Lou Siefker, here with you. It's in a beautiful aesthetic gym. We love coming up here, and it is a great spot for some ball today. We got a little bit two different teams that are trending in a couple different directions. Plainview 1-13 on this season. This is a Pirates team that was at the state tournament a year ago. We're really looking for a few things to go their way, Lou.
Yeah, they just need some positives right now, and this is a tough place to get positives. You're playing a really good West Holt team on the road. But, you know, they played reasonably well against Bloomfield the last time out. Try to get some confidence, but again, a tough assignment against the Huskies here at home.
As for West Holt, a very good team that is 9-4 so far on the year. Started off 5-0, hit a little bit of a rough patch, but since then, Lou, they won 4 out of the last 5. It feels like the Huskies are playing really good basketball right now.
Yeah, this is the time now to start playing well. You're about a month away, probably a little less than a month away from the sub-district. So now's the time you start putting it all together. I think they're playing well at the right time. This is a game, though, you can't overlook Plainview. You have to play well against these games, against teams that are struggling a little bit, because you've got really good opponents waiting down the road. You can't have a speed bump in a game like this, so they got to come out and play well here tonight.
Well, and Plainview's a team that had a really hot start on Friday night against Bloomfield that led it by 17 points in the first half. Unfortunately for them, we're not able to hold on to the victory, but that's a team that can come out hot against you. West Holt's got to be ready for that.
Yeah, they got to be ready for that, and I think, you know, Plainview, they started well against Bloomfield, and then it kind of got away from them as the game went on. We'll see if Plainview not only can get off to a good start, but maintain that for a while, take this thing into the fourth quarter and put the pressure on the Huskies. We'll see if they can do that.
Well, we'll let you know our key players for both the Huskies and the Pirates coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Introducing the Kumho Tire $70 instant rebate available exclusively at T.O. Haas Tire. Enjoy a smooth, comfortable ride, exceptional handling, superior all-weather performance, and enhanced braking characteristics with a new set of Kumho tires, and put $70 back in your pocket instantly. See store for qualifying tires or go to tohaas.com.
T.O. Haas, tire and auto, a tradition of trust.
We're here at
Teammates Mentoring proudly serves 10,000 students in 192 chapters across Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, South Dakota, and Wyoming. But we need your help.
We're recruiting Teammates Mentors to help our students reach their full potential.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and create a ripple effect in our communities.
Go to teammates.org to learn how you can get involved. Join the team, be a mentor.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
There are many details that can set your dream apart from anyone else's. But what sets the banks you are considering apart from each other? At Madison County Bank, what sets us apart from other lenders is flexibility. We offer a wide variety of loans, and we pride ourselves on providing lending options for commercial, residential, agriculture, and even unique properties that make your dreams a reality. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond is your leader in engineering and designing your new building, additions to facilities, and concrete construction. Their professional projects can be seen across northeast Nebraska. Whether it's a business office, barn, shop, or addition to an existing building, when the project is complete, you'll have a building that meets the needs of your operation. Check out ashoffconstruction.com or call Scott, Kenny, or Luke in Osmond at 402-748-3551.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
News Channel Nebraska in West Holt, in Atkinson for West Holt taking on Plainview today. Kaylin Devin and Lucy with you this Tuesday night as we got the girls game first. Take a look at our key players for this evening. Lou, will start with Plainview and looking at Riley Miller, a strong player inside.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got the height, she's got the size at 6'1". She also averages almost 11 rebounds a game. I think that's going to be an important thing to watch. Can control the boards tonight and keep from the opportunities. That's going to be pretty important. I think Miller is one of those players, also the leading scorer on the team, almost 8 points a game. You'd like to see Miller having a double-double tonight for playing.
As for West Holt, there's a few players on this starting lineup that can really make an impact. We're looking at number 12, London Conrad, the sophomore who has been very good this season. Her, and you can also toss in her sister, Holland. It's a really good crew, but London's really stepped up in this lineup.
Yeah, like Miller, only a sophomore, some young players, but she's a do-it-all player, a player that kind of adapts her game to what this team needs. I think tonight she just needs to be a kind of that player that does a little bit of everything and try to propel the Huskies to a victory.
We'll get you our starting lineups and more coming up next.
Pain can affect every aspect of your life. Chronic back, neck, nerve, and other pain can make work feel impossible, stop you from doing the activities you enjoy, and can even lead to stress and trouble sleeping. If you are dealing with pain for an extended amount of time and are struggling to do normal, day-to-day tasks, turn to Dr. Balkaya or Dr. Prince at Faith Regional Physician Services to help you find relief. When you're experiencing chronic pain, finding the source of the pain is our first step. Our specialists use a wide range of diagnostic tests to determine how to control or manage your pain. You can expect us to discuss your goals, preferences, and lifestyle to create a treatment plan that uses innovative and safe techniques. You deserve to enjoy a pain-free life. Take the next step. Visit frpsclinics.org to meet our pain management specialists.
TCB was built by our communities, for our communities, and has remained dedicated to your financial prosperity for nearly 80 years. Experience the difference a family-owned independent community bank can make to you, your family, and our community. Work with our team of professionals in Stewart, Atkinson, O'Neill, and Bassett, Nebraska, where we are dedicated to building your future together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Before we get into our starting lineups, we do want to hit on the community of Atkinson. They suffered a big tragedy last week with the passing of a good friend and a big piece of this Atkinson community, and Jack Hoffman, a young man who has been battling cancer for many years, famous for running on the field during the spring game in the early part of the 2010s.
Yeah, it's such a sad story, but there's so much hope that comes from Jack Hoffman's life and what the Team Jack Foundation was able to do to battle pediatric brain cancer. There's hope, I think, now, and I think Jack Hoffman and his family, condolences, prayers go out to them. But I think it's a short life, but a life that made a difference, and that's kind of the key when I think about Jack Hoffman, and certainly his dad as well.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the community, the Hoffman community here in Atkinson. Is a family that love the Lord, and we're thankful for them here to be a part of this community and the community surrounding them in Atkinson and here in West Holt. Our starting lineups today as we get ready for this matchup between the Huskies and the Pirates. We'll start with the visitors in Plainview: Avery Hardesty, Addie Hodson, Emma Sauser, Kenzie Dorr, and Riley Miller. As for West Holt, it's Kaylee Monasterio, Paven Larson, London Conrad, Monica Chavez, and Avery Nemitz. Caitlin Debin and Lou Siefker with you on News Channel Nebraska. Starting lineups were thanks to Medica. For a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Preparing for tip-off here today. It is won quickly by the Huskies, and we're underway. Plainview showing a little pressure early on, trying to put the Huskies in a bit of trouble. If they can turn West Holt into some early turnovers, that's the big opportunity for Plainview. Three-pointer left wing, no good, a bit short from Monasterio, who's a three-point threat. The offensive rebound back up, no good. Another board, this floater falls for London Conrad.
Now, that's what you can't have if you're Plainview. The couple second chance opportunities, you got to limit the Huskies to one and done as much as possible.
Huskies playing a full court press to begin the game. Could leave up some open shots for Plainview. That shot no good. Miller is battling underneath. And a foul called against Kenzie Dorr. She was a key player in the Friday night matchup against Bloomfield for the Pirates. And that was a game where Plainview led by 17 points against Bloomfield, but found a way to, were not able to find a way to win late in that game.
Yeah, tough. Couldn't close that one out, and I think it's a team, if you're Plainview, you're 1-13, you're trying to find confidence. That would have been such a big confidence builder, but I think it shows, I think if you take anything away from that, it shows that you can play this game. You just got to, build that confidence.
Miller, actually, that is Hodson that goes over the backboard. Foul did not go on Plainview. It went against London Conrad. A bit of a confusion on the floor, but gets it sorted out. And West Holt, with the 2-point lead, they get the ball right back. Monasterio, she's someone who can get hot from the three-point line. It's Larson back to Monasterio, quickly inside to Nemitz. Nice bounce pass, finding an open Conrad on the wing, can't knock it down. And there's Miller with the rebound. Plainview trying to run. No good by Dorr, fighting for the boards, and it's picked up by Hodson. Dorr inside, nearly taken away. Good West Holt defense so far, trying to smother the Pirates. This three-pointer is baked in from Avery Hardesty.
Yeah, Hardesty from the wing there knocks that one home. Big three-pointer there to start the ball game. That's so crucial for Plainview to stay in this game as long as possible.
Monasterio doesn't get it to go. Offensive rebound, back up and good for Nemitz.
Again, 3 offensive rebounds, now a steal.
It's London Conrad. She goes up, no good. And Miller with the rebound. Well, this is a very young West Holt team. It's a squad that's got one senior. And very similar situation for Plainview. No seniors on the Pirates roster. Too strong off the glass from Hodson. London Conrad with the rebound. Floating it up the floor. Nice pass underneath, but the shot does not fall for Chavez.
Miller already with 3 rebounds here in this first quarter, doing what she does well.
Dorr can't hold on to the basketball, trying to drive her way inside. Conrad quickly back. And out of bounds. So it stays with the Huskies, 4-3. West Holt with the early lead.
The Huskies are 9-4, Kaylin. They're number 22 in power points. You're playing a team that's 1-13. These are games that you really have to take seriously because you can't lose games like this and lose. You know, you're not going to gain a lot of power points by winning the ball game, but you don't want to lose games like this. This would be, you know, if you're thinking state tournament, these are games that you have to play just as well as you play teams that have a better record.
We talk about the youth on this team. Last year they went 10-13, and they were a team that was 5-3 to start. They lost 10 out of their next 15, and as of late, it's been pretty good for West Holt. Had a little skid in the middle of the season, lost 3 games in a row to quality teams, Lou. That's what we're talking about. 9-4 Cedar Catholic, 11-4 Battle, and 9-5 Hardington Newcastle. So they played a really tough schedule. They beat the teams that other loss came against an undefeated team, and that was just 2 games ago.
Yeah, Elkhorn Valley is a really, really good team. But yeah, their losses have been quality. West Holt's best wins are Burwell and Ord with 8 wins. So still kind of looking for a marquee win, but those are good wins. And again, you can't take a team like Plainview lightly if you're thinking state tournament.
Another turnover, jumper inside. Nice 2-point mid-range bucket for Monasterio.
Another turnover.
This is what you didn't want to see if you're Plainview early, but fortunately for the Pirates, they're able to get one back, but this defense continues to smother. Conrad trying to chase down Hardesty from behind. Larson's all over it and forces the jump ball.
Yeah, one thing that seems to be a constant when you look at teams around the state, teams that are good teams, especially in girls basketball, but in boys as well. But in girls basketball, if you press well, if you pressure, and you can handle the basketball, you're usually pretty good. West Holt showing that is kind of what they do right now.
On a quick block shot, going back the other way. And Avery Nemitz with the bucket and allows West Holt to jump up to a 9-3 lead. 4:22 to play, first quarter, and a timeout on the floor. You're watching NCN.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Hot start for West Holt. They go up 9-3 on the Plainview Pirates. They're hosting this one up in Atkinson, Nebraska. Caitlin Devin and Lou Siefker are with you today. It's been turnovers early that have really allowed the Huskies to take advantage.
Yeah, the West Holt has pressured Plainview. They've been able to turn them over, and they've been able to turn them into points. That one of the reasons that they're up at 9-3, and at more full court pressure. Plainview's got to be able to show they can handle that to get West Holt to back off.
They're able to get past the full court press. That allows openings on the offensive end, but alternatively on the defensive end, you can find takeaways and find really nice looks. Here's Abby Davis, kick out, Larson for three, misses it off to the right. Offensive board, fighting back up is Hoffman, and there's a jump ball. This time it stays with the Huskies. It is Larson to pass it in.
Got 4:03 to go in the first quarter. You have 7 players. Great pass inside for the bucket. 7 players for West Holt with a rebound.
It's another bucket for London Conrad. She's up to 5 points with a made free throw, along with 2 field goals. 11-3. Now quickly inside, searching for Davis again. Kick out, Conrad quickly back in. Good ball movement early. Driving in left hand, no good, and Miller with the rebound. Hodson kick out, Hardesty can't hang on to it, and there's a near steal from Holland Conrad. Pokes it away, this time gets it to London, and she's fouled on the way down the floor. Couple sisters forcing a turnover.
Yeah, it was the sister, Conrad sisters with the trap out high. Got the turnover and get out and run. And that's going to be the story of the ball game. Can Plainview start breaking that pressure and hurt West Holt by doing so? And if not, West Holt's going to continue this, and it's going to be could be a long night.
It's the second foul against Emma Sauser. Here's a tough shot. Abby Davis up and over the towering Riley Miller.
Ball goes out of bounds there. Another near steal. Abby Davis is she's the old lady of the team here, the senior out there. Bunch of youngins out there. Abby Davis with that knee brace. She said in the pregame that big thing was her moment was just to be able to come back and play. That's pretty awesome.
As a senior especially, it makes it so much more important if you're able to get out and play with your team. That's all you really want.
Yeah, a chance to, especially as you mentioned, as a senior, a chance to compete one last time here with your teammates.
Pirates' lone 3 points came from a Avery Hardesty three-pointer. Trying to work inside. This pass thrown away and will return the possession to West Holt. Well, first quarter today is thanks in part to Yankton Medical Clinic, which they're building a legacy, one patient at a time, one generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, they're here for you today and every day at Yankton Medical Clinic. Well, Pirates had a quick turnover, and it's poked away with Monasterio receiving the ball again. 10-point Husky lead. This is knocked away and nearly a turnover, but turns into a Kennedy Dorr foul.
So important for the Pirates in this ball game is you can't fall too far behind because you are only averaging 26 points a game, and you're down 10. That can be a steep climb when you struggle to score the basketball. So you've got to obviously limit the turnovers and play good defense against West Holt.
Good ball movement, looking back into Davis. Plainview trying to surround her. Davis works her way back in, had a nice look, fights for the rebound, and down to the court she goes for another jump ball.
Kind of an experienced move there by Davis. Bring the ball down and power drive into the lane. Missed the shot and almost got the offensive rebound. That's a good hustle play from the senior.
Niemitz and Hoffman into the game for the Huskies. Nice bounce pass from Miller, trying to beat this tough full court defense. Quickly inside, another turnover. Holland Conrad's got it, racing her way up the floor. Left hand, good, tough shot. Conrad found it to fall.
Well, that's the key for West Holt, is not only turn Plainview over, which they've done 10 times now in the first quarter, but to score off those turnovers, try to extend this lead. And when you got a team that's struggling like Plainview, if you're West Holt, you want to try to get them down big early and kind of erase all doubt, put some doubt in their minds, and that's what West Holt's been able to do to this point.
Brittany Wilmus, head coach of the Pirates, just wanting her team to play tough today, hang on to the basketball as there's another turnover, near turnover, out of bounds off of the Huskies. But this was a team where Brittany Wilmus was kind of thrust into action last year, became the head coach at the beginning of the season after a mix-up with the former head coach. Wilmus takes over. Trent Simpson, who was the former girls head coach, takes over the boys. Both teams made it to state last year in Plainview, which is very exciting for this community. Tough shot, nice block by Miller, offensive rebound. And that time a foul. But the job that Brittany Wilmus did in her first season is very good.
That's you're thrust into action and you take your team to state. That's pretty good. Obviously lost some firepower from that team, kind of a rebuilding job now.
Free throw on the way, and it's good for Ava Hoffman. Gets her first point on the board.
Westholt with 6 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. That's another thing Plainview's got to do a better job on. You cannot allow all those extra chance opportunities between turnovers and offensive rebound.
Both of them are good for Ava Hoffman. They take a 17-3 lead. Huskies are rolling early. This pass nearly taken away by Hoffman. Trying to get it up the floor as hard as she gets her ball back. Got to get up the floor, though. We'll see what the call.
I think Coach Wilmus might have called a timeout. Or did they call the 10 seconds? The one official pointed over toward the bench.
Yeah.
I thought he says that she called timeout, but it must have been 10 seconds must have elapsed before the timeout was called.
I was waiting to see the 10s flashed up, but the far official gave us the signal. So it was a 10-second violation, and that's what you really wanted to avoid if you're Plainview. Is this pass too strong? Looking for Hoffman. Just under a minute to play in the first quarter of action. It's all Huskies so far. This defense has really given the Pirates fits. Dorr flips it over to Weber, and a foul against Westholt.
Chavez got caught reaching there, just about got the strip. This kind of defense is fun to play. It's fun to be that active and try to get traps and get the steals and then run with the basketball.
Well, it takes a lot of endurance. Something that you work on practice quite a bit is running the floor consistently. You have to stay with your player. If you're in man, if you're in a zone, you just have to force any kind of attention at the basketball. How about that tough shot? Good look for Avery Niemitz, and she's got 6.
Yeah, strong move there. Got that one up and in.
Here's Dorr. Kenzie Dorr fires up a 3. No good. It'll stay with the Pirates.
You see a lot of teams that play zone. You're mentioning the zone. Then when they extend that zone, you see a lot of like 1-3-1 zones, and you try to get traps out of those situations.
Hardesty blocked by Niemitz. Flying up the floor is Conrad. She has it lost out of bounds. Touched off by Kennedy Dorr, 5'4" freshman for Plainview.
Westholt has 6.1 seconds. You got plenty of time to get a quality shot here in the half court.
Already a 19-3 lead. Gets it into Conrad. Here's Chavez, down to 3 on the clock. Here's a nice look, 3-pointer corner. Oh, no good. Was a good-looking shot from our angle, couldn't quite drop. But Westholt still takes a 19-3 lead into the first quarter. Take a look at our school spotlight on News Channel Nebraska. It's all brought to you by Currency. If you need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items, Currency is here to help. Check out gocurrency.com. So Plainview, they are in Pierce County, 1,200 people in the town, 75 in the school, and they are the Pirates. I haven't seen too many Pirates in Plainview, mainly because there's not a lot of lakes or oceans nearby, but Pirates, it's a great mascot. They do a great job up there in Plainview. As for Westholt, they're the Huskies. You could say the same thing when it's, it's kind of been pretty cold lately, I will say, for Atkinson here in Holt County. 102 students that are attending Westholt. With the temperatures lately, Lou, we might see lots of Huskies roaming around.
I'm guessing there's more Huskies in Holt County than there are Pirates in Pierce County. Just saying.
Are you sure?
I would go ahead and bet on that one.
Well, great first quarter for the Huskies. They take a 19-3 lead over the Pirates. But about as good of a start as you could have wanted, Lou. And what do you think has been the key to success?
Well, it's clearly been the pressure defense Westholt has thrown at Plainview. 13 turnovers in the first half. And Westholt has left some of those out there. They've done a pretty good job at scoring off the turnovers, but they've been able to build that lead. What a great pass.
Wide
inside.
open Monica Chavez, and she's on the board.
And Chavez just cut across the lane wide open. Get her that bounce pass into her hands where she can just turn and score the basketball.
Here's Miller, top of the circle. Sends it over to Dorr. Step through, tough shot, nice rebound. Oh, it was. But head out of bounds by Dorr. Chavez had her hand on it. Goes back to Westholt either way. (21-3). 7.5 minutes to play in the first half. That shot no good. Good look. Chavez, hard working on the glass, puts it back up and good. 4 points.
Another offensive rebound. That's been another factor in Westholt building this big lead, is being able to clean that offensive glass and score.
Plainview's had a bit of a tough start. They started 1-1, taking down Wausau in their second game of the season. Since then, it has been just lost after loss. It's been 12 in a row for the Pirates. And again, we talk about that one against Bloomfield where they had the 17-point first half lead, just not able to hold on. Took advantage of some early turnovers, but then struggled a little bit on the offensive end. Riley Miller, that's her first bucket of the game, and you would love to see her get going from the mid-range.
Yeah, I want to see her take those shots like that. Catch the ball at that high-poised turn and take that shot.
3-point right wing, no good. Last touched by the Pirates, went off of Hodson. Well, trouble is you also haven't gotten as many looks as you would have hoped for if you're Plainview with the amount of turnovers in that first quarter.
They have not had many half-court sets because Westholt's been able to turn them over.
Here's a strong drive, no foul called on Niemitz, but the offensive board from the senior Davis, back up and good.
Another offensive rebound.
Wide open and just couldn't quite hang on. Doomer couldn't quite keep a hold of it. Would have been a really nice look for the Plainview Pirates.
Not a bad idea, try to get the ball down the floor. It seems like every week when you play teams at pressure, you've got to be able to beat them and make them pay on the other end to back them up.
Monasterio takes that mid-range jumper, couldn't quite get it to go. Out of bounds, off of Plainview.
I think the Huskies right now just looking to try to build this lead as quickly as you can.
Good look. Another offensive rebound, and this time it's Niemitz going to the free throw line.
And try to take care of business as quickly as you can with the first half. You're up 20 now. The thing to remember is 40 points or more. It's a running clock. And that's, I think, the goal here for Westholt is to build that lead so that there's no way Plainview is going to be able to come back.
Niemitz able to get the first free throw to fall. And she goes 2 for 2 at the line. As a team, they are 5 of 6, so pretty good for the Huskies. 27-5 is the score. Paven Larson comes away with a steal. Bounce pass outside. Monasterio tries from 3, a bit short. And the rebound is tracked down by Hodson. Another turnover. It's Davis. Can she go all the way? She can. Abby Davis with 6 points.
Well, Davis, the grand old lady of Westholt.
Is that the new nickname we're going to give her? Grand old lady?
That's not a very good name. I mean, I love players like her, though, that playing through the injury, playing as a senior, and just go out there and compete, make plays. That's a heck of a play. Good left-handed finish. Great play there by Abby Davis.
Inside pass a bit strong. And another Pirate turnover. Abby Davis, the grand old lady. Gotta find a better name.
We gotta find a better one.
Come on, Lou.
That's it. Well, I'm an old man, so I don't want to put her in my category.
The lone senior on the squad doing a really nice job early. Tough shot, Monasterio. And Chavez with another offensive rebound. She's had a fantastic game so far. Monica Chavez with 6 points and a timeout. It's all West Holt with 5:19 to play in the second quarter. 31-5 Huskies.
Get started on your next adventure at Woodhouse GMC. From the power of the GMC Sierra to the versatility of the terrain. No matter where you're headed, we've got a ride built for the journey. Strength, style, and space for moments that matter. Take advantage of exclusive offers going on now. Shop in-store or online at WoodhouseBuickGMC.com. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
(31-5) with 5:19 to play in the first half. Huskies doing a great job here at home in Atkinson, Nebraska. Plainview Pirates looking to find a little bit of momentum. Here's Miller, kick out, nice pass, great look, no good. Kenzie Dorr. That's the shot you want, though, up and no good this time either. Paven Larson tracks down the rebound and leads the team across the floor. Quickly back inside, it's Davis again. 8 points for the senior, Avi Davis.
West Holt is really good when they share the ball. That's something they could really build on, is their ability to pass the basketball, move without the ball, getting open, and teammates finding teammates.
Kenzie Dorr, mid-range jumper, gets it to go.
That's what Plainview needed. Just something to go through the hoop here. Just get something positive.
This ball is taken away. Hardesty tries to go the length of the floor, and Larson picks up the foul. Stay tuned for our halftime show, brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney and Insurance 365, the healthcare specialists you want to do business with.
I like the fact that Hardesty got the steal and didn't hesitate. Take the ball down the floor, try to get a lay-in out of transition. And a heck of a play there by Larson to come back, block the shot, but picks up the foul.
Free throw is good for Avery Hardesty. Had that three-pointer earlier.
Effort play by Larson there. Yeah, she started the game there with the bank shot three.
Second free throw also connects, and Avery Hardesty's got 5 points. 37-9. Larson drives in, looks to turn around. Delivers the pass to Walnofer. Inside, finding Davis again. Abby Davis cannot be stopped in the paint.
Having a great game is the senior. I won't call her an old lady anymore. She's playing great basketball.
Larson gets the steal. Grandmaster Davis.
There you go, I like that.
Inside to Davis again. Kick out, pass, wide open three, a bit too long. And the rebound poked out by the Huskies.
I like the fact that Davis, she could have tried to force that shot, but found the open teammate there at the three-point line for an open look. It didn't go down, but that's how you win games, is finding those better shots in your offense.
Well, passing is crucial, and a team like West Holt knows that. And a game like this, you got the lead, but you still want to play fundamental basketball. Larson steps out of bounds. I think she was trying to make a case that she got shoved a bit by Kenzie Dorr, but stays with the Pirates.
It's been a theme, I think, of some games we've done this year is, teams like West Holt, you've got to play quality ball no matter what the record of your opponent is. And if you're thinking state tournament, that one I think went up off of the scoring, the shot clock rather. So it goes back to West Holt. But you can't take an opponent lightly. You have to play well each and every night, no matter the record of your opponent.
Wide open, Chavez drive to the basket, draws the foul, nearly had the and one. She'll have a chance at the free throw line. Well, you talk about state tournament, and that is a phrase that has not been uttered in West Holt for quite some time. We're really thinking about this being the next step this season. I think after last season's disappointing end, we've really felt that. I think the fans here in Atkinson have felt that. They've only been to the state twice, Lou. Back in 1987, they lost to Ponca in the first round, and then 1996 against Superior, but then lost to Battle Creek there in round number 2. So this is a West Holt team that is looking to get back there for the first time in quite some time.
Yeah, like a hungry program, and if that's exactly what we talked about. If you're thinking about making a run in state, a lot of good teams out there. You have to perfect your game no matter who it is you're playing.
There's a nice bucket for the Pirates, able to come back with a good mid-range shot.
Pirates not bad in the half court. The struggle has been breaking the pressure.
It's Emma Sauser able to connect on that one. Wallnofer kicks it out. Conrad over to Chavez. 18 on the shot clock. Good defense by Plainview here, and then Chavez finds her way through the zone for another bucket.
Now Chavez has been cutting to the basket on that weak side time and time again, and they've been finding her for real quality looks.
And she's got 9 points, and it's been a heck of a game for her tonight. 38-11, 2:04 to play, first half. All Huskies in this Tuesday night battle. West Holt looking to pick up their 5th win in 6 games.
West Holt has really crashed the offensive glass along with that pressure. 11 offensive rebounds in the first half. That's getting it done on the offensive boards.
Doors pass in was stolen by Wallnofer. Baseline pass underneath. Hoffman kick out. Wallnofer a 3, no good. Chavez tracks down the rebound. Finds Conrad. And Huskies get to restart the possession. I think teams are really settling into the shot clock now, Lou.
Yeah.
It feels like that it's just a part of the game. I think a lot of these squads have done a fantastic job implementing that into their offensive style.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see it being a problem at all.
Good shot. London Conrad comes across and puts it down. She's got 6.
And Conrad with a point blank look. Another turnover there off the pressure. Plainview just struggling to handle the basketball against the pressure. That's something they'll have to work on and get better at. And when they're able to run their half-court sets, they haven't done a bad job. It's just been way too many turnovers against that full court or even half-court pressure. When they pressure out at the timeline, they've been able to turn Plainview over.
Kick out, Conrad open for 3. That is Holland Conrad who knocks it down. The freshman with her first points.
Yeah, London scored last time down. Now it's Holland's turn.
Miller keeps the ball and loses it out of bounds. Holland actually on the board with 5 points. Had a 2-point field goal early in this first half. It's 43-11. Wallnofer quickly inside, then kicks it back out. Can Holland do it again? A little bit off that time. Gets the steal, though. Good block by Miller on the shot by Hoffman, and Ava Hoffman walks and turns the ball back to the Pirates. (43-11) inside to Miller. Trying to use her advantage before she kicks it back out. Holland Conrad nearly with a steal. Still fighting at it with Dorr, and she's got it. Taylor Peak with it a moment ago. Now it's Hoffman. 8 on the shot clock. Oh, and it floats it in. Holland Conrad.
Holland Conrad has been a pest tonight against Plainview. And it's kind of apropos that she gets that bucket because she's the one that got the steal and got it started. Another turnover by Plainview. West Holt has 1.8 to get a shot off.
And they will not do it. 45-11, heck of a half for the West Holt Huskies. They go up big on the Plainview Pirates, 45-11 in Atkinson. We'll take you to our halftime highlights, our stats and analysis, coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
The halftime show is brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. And by Insurance 365, your local expert for your Medicare plans. NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And by See the Trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte. Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom.
Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location, has several multi-specialty outreach physicians, including ear, nose, and throats, orthopedic surgery, urology, nephrology, general surgery, and pulmonology. Our physicians are all board certified. They have obtained the highest level of medical expertise in their field. Rated by our patients with a perfect 5 stars. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location, offers so much care, so close to home. Located in the Fountain Point Medical Building, Norfolk.
My name is Cameron Krejci, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. I chose to work at Elkhorn Valley Bank because it's a local community bank here in Yankton, and that's where I'm from. I feel like they give a lot to the community, whether that's building up the community through lending or giving is why I decided to work here. The most rewarding part of my job at Elkhorn Valley Bank would probably be putting customers in a better situation today than they were yesterday. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
At the break, it is all West Holt, 45-11 over Plainview. Kalen Devin and Lou Siefker with you today on this Tuesday evening. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. One of the things we want to mention is our friends in Kearney, because they are building something amazing, and it is the Kearney Sportsplex. You may have heard us talk about it before, because we usually get really giddy, really excited about it, Lou. The Kearney Sportsplex, it's coming this spring. We're just a few months away from it opening the doors.
This is like, I'm doing these games like a big tease, because I'm wanting to go and check this place out. I want it to be spring. I want to go there and play pickleball and beat you at that game.
You will not. You'll not even be close. Do you even know how to play the game?
Of course I know how to play pickleball.
How do you play?
I have no idea.
You get a jar of pickles, you put it in the middle of the court, and you're good to go. Now, there will be some pickleball courts at the Kearney Sportsplex in Kearney opening this spring. We'll have a beautiful 59,000 square footage hardwood gymnasium, as well as 3,000 spectator bleachers. It's good enough for 8 regulation high school basketball courts, 12 volleyball courts, or 20 wrestling mats. I think that you're going to be the first person in line. Are you going to be waiting on opening day? Like, you're just first person there, you're camped out, waiting for the doors to open?
As soon as the state tournament's over, I'm just going to camp out in front of there. There might be a restraining order coming. I don't know, but I'm planning on being the first one into the Kearney Sportsplex.
If you want to beat Lou to the Kearney Sportsplex, you better start making plans on how to get out there right now. Well, I'll tell you where it's at. It's located on Eunice Drive, putting it conveniently near hotels, restaurants, and the new Visit Kearney Center, and hopefully far away from Lou Siefker. 45-11. It's all West Holt right now over Plainview. Here's a look at the NCN rankings in Class C2. This is where West Holt belongs this season. Not ranked in the top 10. We talk about PowerPoints being a big factor with that, but there's a couple familiar faces that West Holt is familiar with. Look at Elkhorn Valley. That's a 13-0 team. They played just 2 games ago. We're not able to upset the Falcons. Also, keep in mind, Elgin Public Pope John is a team that the Huskies will have to play in a few weeks. They come in at number 10 there on the list. Also, O'Neill is another good team down the line. Niobrara Verdigris in St. Mary's is on the radar for West Holt.
St. Mary's is an excellent team in Class D. So they've got, West Holt has chances to move up in those PowerPoints. That's why games like this are important. You want to play at a high level because you've got these really good teams coming. And here, Class D1, it's number 1 Pender and kind of everybody
Is anybody
else.
shocked about that?
A lot of good teams there, but Pender seems like they're on a different level than everybody else. So we'll see who may have a chance to knock Pender off this year. It's going to be tough, but
back-to-back state champs.
Back-to-back. This would be three.
This would be the third straight, right?
Yep. I don't see anybody beating Pender. I haven't. Now, granted, I haven't seen Elm Creek play. I haven't seen Southwest play. Cedar Catholic has a nice basketball team. I don't know how they match up against Pender. That's going to be the problem in D1. And going back to Class C2, I've seen Elkhorn Valley play. I think Elkhorn Valley could win a state championship. We've seen Crofton. They're 13-2. They've lost to 2 South Dakota teams. One team is considered a Class A team in South Dakota. So they're playing up. That's why they're 13-2. We'll see the graphic there. I have not seen Oakland Craig play yet. We know they're a great team year in and year out.
Good.
Certainly a team that could win a state championship as well. Johnson Brock I haven't seen. Guardian Angels Central Catholic, you'll see them Friday night here on News Channel Nebraska. Always a good team with the way they play the game. So I think there's Crofton probably the number 1 team, but I think there's a handful of teams there that can compete with Crofton. Like I said, I've seen the Elkhorn Valley play. I think they're a team that could give Crofton or Oakland Craig a problem if they were to match up down in Lincoln.
As Westholt is trying to build their resume to make sure that they can make their first state title appearance since 1996. It's been quite some time for the Huskies. We'll take a look at our halftime highlights coming up next on News Channel Nebraska. Well, President Donald Trump is in attendance tonight, sitting right next to us. He just got inaugurated yesterday. Welcome, Mr. President. Hey, there he is, and there we are.
There we are.
Hey, do the dance. Let's go. Well, let's take a look at our halftime highlights. What do you want to say?
I don't think that's the Donald. I'm just saying.
Let's take a look at our halftime highlights. They are going to recap that first half of action. Plainview got started with a three-pointer, banked it in. That was Avery Hardesty, but from then on, Huskies just kept finding their way. Offensive rebounds, good sets on the inside, taking advantage of turnovers. Lou, look at the scoreboard there, 13-3, and they were flying down the floor. There's a look at Holland Conrad.
Yeah, the Conrad sisters so athletic, and Holland at the top of that pressure has just been a pest tonight for Plainview. I don't know how many steals she has, but it's been a bunch.
Nice movement inside. That's Monica Chavez. She's done a really nice job of finding the hole in the zone, too. We talk about sometimes Plainview's defense has been very good for most of the possession, but then at the last moment, Chavez finds her way in and is able to score the bucket. Yeah, and then here's the Grandmaster, Abby Davis.
Yes, her Grandmaster. Love it. Yeah, she's had a great first half. Chavez has done such a great job cutting along that backside of that zone and finding those creases and getting open.
Westholt could do it everything.
There you go. Great
There's
example.
the Monica Chavez backdoor cut, works in well. And the final play of our halftime highlights, got it out and allows a tough shot from Conrad. Holland Conrad again able to get it to go. It is 45-11 at the break. We're about a minute 15 away from this third quarter getting underway. Caitlin Devin and Lou Siefker with you tonight in Atkinson, Nebraska. A couple C2 team in Westholt and a D1 team in Plainview.
And one stat that kind of stands out, aside from Westholt forcing 23 first half turnovers against Plainview, it's kind of an unusual stat. Westholt has 17 rebounds in the first half, 17 total rebounds. 13 of those were offensive. So they only had 4
Wow.
defensive rebounds. They had 13 offensive rebounds, and that's led to obviously a bunch of second chance opportunities. Between the 23 turnovers and the 13 offensive rebounds, it's that's why they're up 34. They have dominated those 2 areas, which is 2 areas at Plainview. I think we said at the beginning, you have to take care of the basketball, and you got to try to keep West Holt at one and done, and they have not been able to do either here in the first half tonight.
I think if you're Plainview, the goal right now is to slow down your offensive possession, take the time to find a good shot, and see if you can try to force a few turnovers on the defensive side. Quickly inside, Abby Davis not able to put it up the first time, gets his own rebound, and Grandmaster Abby Davis with another bucket.
Yeah, the grand one out there, Abby Davis with the putback.
12 points for the senior Davis. She's the lone senior on this Husky squad. Kick out to Hardesty. Back inside to Emma Sauser. Miller gets her pass tipped away and taken.
Good hands there by Chavez to knock that one down and then steal it.
Chavez, nice pass inside Hoffman. One dribble, had a nice look, kicked it out. Wallnofer tries a 3, doesn't get it to fall. And a good rebound by Riley Miller. She's done a very good job tonight in that compartment. 11 rebounds on the season is roughly her average. She's always a really strong force inside. That 3 no good by Sauser. Nice offensive rebound for Kenzie Dorr. Pass underneath and a foul against the Huskies.
Yeah, Plainview one thing they need to do is to try to counter what West Holt's doing. So you want to be able to maybe get some turnovers of your own. We've seen that. And then get some offensive rebounds as well. Try to climb your way back in the game.
Hardesty flips it to Hodson. And out of bounds going West Holt's direction. Lou, I think I've figured it out. I think I've realized that it is America Day in the student section here in Atkinson. There's an eagle head. There's an America suit of the American flag. It's all America themed here today. And it finally makes sense.
There you go. Yep. Guys dressed like flags over there. I like it, though. It looks pretty sharp.
There's another look at that. Got the American eagle in the front row.
I like it.
Kenzie Dorr takes it back to the top of the circle. Miller trying to use her advantage inside, off the glass. No good. I like that shot, though, from Riley Miller.
Yeah, it was a good look. Just missed the shot. Chavez with another rebound.
Hoffman inside finds Davis, who works her way in for her 14th point.
Yeah, Plainview's having a tough time defending the post passes right now in that zone. And a timeout from Coach Wilmus.
6:09 to play in this third quarter. It's 49-11. Huskies over the Pirates. This is NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Michael Foods. Check out michaelfoods.com for job opportunities. And by Tri-County Bank. Work with our professionals in Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, O'Neill, Nebraska. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
There's Brittany Wilmus, called the timeout just a moment ago, trying to fire up the Plainview Pirates today. And a shot at Riley Miller, who you'd love to see get going inside a little bit more. She's a very good player. She just got the ball one-handed, makes the pass inside. Miller's someone who would love to take that shot more consistently. That time it goes in and out, but that's what you want from Riley Miller.
Yeah, absolutely. Chavez another rebound. That's 7 here. 5 of them on the 5 on the offensive glass.
Plainview did a nice job covering Davis on the inside and able to grab the rebound again. It is Miller. Left wing Hodson. Drives and kicks to Hardesty. Mackenzie Dorr. Lost the basketball out of bounds. It goes back to Westholt. So it's been a bit of madness on the offensive end for Plainview, not able to hold on to the basketball. Turnovers have really been a factor today.
Yeah, they really have. 25 right now in the ball game. You got a lot of subs in here for Westholt. If they score again here, it becomes a running clock. That would be a 40-point lead.
Kick out, London Conrad a three, left it short. Nearly had the rebound, but it's in the hands of Riley Miller. Hodson drives, floats it up, no good. Rebound pulled down this time by Hannah Hui, freshman into the game. Conrad baseline, and good play defensively, locking it down is Hodson. He's able to get the ball away from Kaylee Monasterio.
Let's see if the subs here for Westholt play that same level of defense. Obviously, it probably drop off a little bit when your starters come out, but you love to have some time here for your substitutes to get some action in here.
Corner three, no good. Conrad couldn't get it up to go. Hui with the rebound, no good that time either. And the board is taken by Kennedy Dorr. Head coach of the Huskies, Riley Boniface, doing a pretty good job mixing up the lineup today, getting a lot of different players in so far. And with this 49-11 lead, that's exactly what you want to see. With 4:17 to play in the third quarter, it's the perfect time to get everybody as much experience as possible.
That's where your program really grows, is when you have opportunities like this and players get some court time, and you're playing against Plainview's starters here.
Flips it to Hardesty, goes back to the right side, and a shot clock violation. It was 5 seconds on the clock before the possession started. The Pirates were not aware. Halfway through the third quarter, and it is a 49-11 lead. Monasterio inside. Kick out to London Conrad. And I think she double dribbled, yeah. Had possession and couldn't quite decide if she wanted to go up with it or deliver the pass.
That's only turnover number 7 for Westholt tonight.
Plainview trailing by 38. Quick three-pointer, that's no good. Rebound pulled down by Conrad, looking to run. Keeps her balance, stops, pivots, and good passing. Monasterio straightaway three, no good. Conrad rebound, no good that time either. And the Pirates take away the rebound. It's Emma Sauser. Doom recovered by Monasterio, finds Miller. Kick out, nice ball movement. Kennedy Dorr not good that time. Back up Sauser, and the rebound goes to Holland Conrad. Nice moves. Monasterio open on the wing, fires away again. It's not quite been able to hit yet. Rebound was taken away by Conrad, and then Miller comes up with it.
And Conrad turned right into Miller, who just took the basketball right away from her.
Nice drive to the basket, no good, too strong off the glass by Addie Hodson.
Like the up fake, just didn't finish the play.
Timeout called, Riley Boniface with 2:23 to play. In the third quarter, it's 49-11, Westholt over Plainview. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
One thing about working, we've always had employers that took care of all the health care for us. Navigating that was kind of scary, unknown.
We tried to do it on our own, but weren't too confident with, was this really what we should be doing? Sarah is a very welcoming, warm person, and we really enjoy working with her. We laugh, we giggle.
She presented several scenarios, kind of took over where the employer left off.
See, it's all on who you can trust, right, hon?
Yes, dear.
2:23 to play in the third quarter. Westholt 49, Plainview 11. Just 4 total points scored in this third quarter so far. Huskies have all of them. Nice pass, fighting inside. Tough look, no good, in and out. It's a really tough shot, but nearly dropped it in.
Yeah, it looked good there. It looked like it was going to roll in. It rolled out instead.
Tough shot, good defense. Holland Conrad.
Only a freshman, but boy, does she play quality defense down, whether it's the top of the zone or the back of the zone.
Tough shot, floated, no good. Offensive rebound back up for Hannah Hui. And out of bounds off of the freshman Hui. We talked about getting that experience. You've got Taylor Peak on the floor, Holland Conrad, Hannah Hui, another freshman in Maisie Posnecker, and Azul Chavez. Tough shot, left hand, that's no good off the side of the rim. Hardesty tried to keep it in, and it's taken away by the Huskies. Hui with the basketball, over to Peak.
Another shot that looked like it was going in.
Rims have not been very forgiving in this third quarter. Three-pointer, Chavez couldn't quite get it to fall. Rebound to Hodson. Doors shot no good. Conrad coming back the other way.
How about Hui with 6 rebounds in this quarter?
You come in to make an impact, and that's what you want to see, especially if you're Coach Boniface. You say, hey, this freshman's been all over the glass. Posnecker steps inside, tried to evade, goes up, and travels. Kind of slipped down to the floor, wasn't able to collect her feet.
Well, Plainview down 38. They've been able to avoid that running clock to this point. Westholt has had some opportunities, just not able to score as of late.
Hui with the steal. Back up the floor to Holland Conrad. Chavez will take the 3 off the glass, and good!
Now you got a running clock, 52-11. The three-pointer from Chavez turns that clock on permanently.
Blocked! The freshman Conrad. Peak trying to keep it. And Chavez can't get a shot off. 52-11. Westholt has got a 41-point advantage heading into the fourth quarter. It's all Huskies on NCN.
When the game wraps up or even before kickoff, our community welcomes you with open arms. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is happy to have you here, and we want to show you what we're all about. From wide open spaces to music, shopping, entertainment, and more, there is always something for you to discover in our city. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit Lincoln.org. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Now Donald Trump is dancing on the floor. Doesn't look quite as tall as I thought.
Yeah, he's a little skinnier than he looks on TV as well.
52-11, it's all Westholt right now. Plainview went scoreless in that third quarter. Pirates not able to get a bucket to fall, and Westholt does just enough to get that 41-point lead, which is running clock throughout the fourth quarter, unless it is stopped by the Pirates. They're able to get a bucket and cut that from 41 to 39 and on.
I think it stays running after 40. I don't think when it drops down.
That is correct. You're right.
Yeah.
I was testing your knowledge. Congratulations.
I passed. Yeah. So, yeah, this will be a quick quarter here. They can call timeout and stop the clock, but that's the only way.
Inside, Hui floats it up and has it. Hannah Hui with her first points of the day to go along with a plethora of rebounds. Well, our fourth quarter is brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at Lincoln.org. It's a tough shot, fading to the left and no good. Hui with another rebound.
Yeah, she has put up some numbers here off the bench in the second half.
Walnofer, top of the circle, flips it back. Chavez wants another one, that time a bit short and out of bounds. Love the gym up here in Atkinson. It's a massive stage area, which is what you can see on the far side of your screen.
Yeah, it's a great place to watch basketball. Love these kind of older gyms like this.
Which kind of brings a classic feel.
Yeah, it does.
Reminds you probably of the good old days.
Yeah, back in the turn of the century, yep.
Foul on the floor. Hui nearly had an and one.
19th century or 20th century, whatever it was.
Oh, you lived through it.
I did.
On the baseline, it's Peak to pass it in. A bit of a miscommunication. Goes through the legs of Chavez and a foul. Foul goes against Posnecker. 6:10 to play in the ball game.
I think this West Holt team is a good team. To get to that upper echelon, you know, I think you keep improving. But I think they've done one thing tonight. That's showed that they were ready to play. They didn't overlook Plainview by any stretch. They came out and played well.
Chavez with a breakaway. Good job by the Pirates getting back on defense. Azul Chavez not able to get it to go. And a takeaway. Pirates with a chance at a bucket. And a good effort. Taylor Walnofer to poke the ball away. Trying to keep Plainview from scoring in quite some time. Pirates have not been able to find a bucket since the second half began. Until then, drive in from Emma Sauser, and she's got her 4th point.
Good kiss off the glass from Sauser. They needed something positive here. They get the bucket. Good pass.
Hannah Hui doesn't get it to fall, gets her own rebound, and Miller with the rejection. I think the key to look at is West Holt's schedule as they continue throughout the next few games. We'll have Boyd County, which is another one where you think, all right, Huskies take care of business, win that one. That's a Boyd County team that is still looking for their first win. Then after that, it's a tough slate. Elgin Public, Pope John.
Yeah.
Go right down the road to Neely Oakdale. Then you play on the road at O'Neill. And then it's 2 really tough games back-to-back. Niobrara Verdigris and St. Mary's.
Well, the one thing about that schedule is that shots missed and Miller with the rebound is how many wins can you get out of that? You got a chance to win your way into that conversation for state.
I think the key for West Holt is, obviously you want to win the sub-district no matter what, but you want to build up enough power points to have a favorable seeding regardless.
Absolutely.
If something happens in the sub-district, you want to be in the echelon, like you mentioned earlier, to have a potential wild card if you need it.
Right. And you have that opportunity. You have that opportunity in front of you. You've got a lot of good teams. If you can win those games, you build those power points and you've got that chance to have a state tournament opportunity.
There's a nice bucket. Kennedy Dorr able to knock it through. We'll stick around for our top plays brought to you by Currency and Elkhorn Valley Bank. We'll also have our coaches post-game interview thanks to Sarpy County Tourism, as well as our player of the game. All of that is coming up on News Channel Nebraska. You'll want to stick around for what we have for you after this one comes to an end. As for Plainview, now this is the team that's trying to find a little bit of success after their best year in school history. Last year was the first year that the Pirates ever went to the state tournament. And unfortunately, had to run into a really good team. You kind of ran into a buzzsaw early on by playing Wynot, and Wynot is always a team, and we talked about this before, Lou, Wynot, whenever they get to the state tournament, it feels like they're always in the state championship game.
Yeah, they get there, if it seems like they do. Another offensive rebound there for West Holt.
Hey, Chavez, another three. Azul Chavez, she's got 6.
That's a great job shooting the basketball. Another offensive rebound. That is 19 offensive rebounds in this ball game for West Holt.
But you cannot discount the hard work that Plainview had a year ago as Riley Miller puts up another bucket.
Great year a year ago. Now you've got a rebuilding project on your hands, and you just got to, build the program, find positives. There's a positive, a nice block there by Riley Miller in the low block.
I think the positives are pretty obvious on paper. You look at a player like Riley Miller, who's a sophomore. She's going to come back for 2 more seasons after this one. Kenzie Dorr returns to her senior year, and she's a player that can really make a lot of things happen, as well as Emma Sauser and Addie Hodson. Also Avery Hardesty, just a sophomore. Adeline Doomer off the bench. And then 2 freshmen who have been getting a lot of time, Tessa Weber and Kennedy Dorr. Plus, we're not even adding Peyton Arlt on this Plainview team, someone who was a starter last season and then had an injury early into this year.
That was a big loss for Plainview, no doubt about it.
You get her back for her senior season. Pirates will have a lot of cool things to look forward to heading into the 2025-2026 year.
It's a young basketball team, and you take lessons that you learn. Sometimes they're painful lessons like tonight, but you try to get better through that and learn what you need to do to get better.
3-pointer, no good that time. Here comes Posnecker, slows it down. Hoffman. As for West Holt, you're trying to make the state tournament for the first time in 29 years. And we do believe this is a Husky team that will have a shot to do that.
Yeah, they'll like we said, there's some big games coming up, a chance to prove yourself on the big stage.
57-17, it's Maisie Posnecker slowing it down. And the final buzzer sounds. All West Holt tonight from start to finish. Huskies with a dominant 57-17 victory over the Plainview Pirates. We'll take you to our post-game interviews. We'll talk with head coach of the West Holt Huskies, Riley Boniface, as well as our player of the game, coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Pain can affect every aspect of your life. Chronic back, neck, nerve, and other pain can make work feel impossible, stop you from doing the activities you enjoy, and can even lead to stress and trouble sleeping. If you are dealing with pain for an extended amount of time and are struggling to do normal, day-to-day tasks, turn to Dr. Balkaya or Dr. Prince at Faith Regional Physician Services to help you find relief. When you're experiencing chronic pain, finding the source of the pain is our first step. Our specialists use a wide range of diagnostic tests to determine how to control or manage your pain. You can expect us to discuss your goals, preferences, and lifestyle to create a treatment plan that uses innovative and safe techniques. You deserve to enjoy a pain-free life. Take the next step. Visit frpsclinics.org to meet our pain management specialists.
Teammates Mentoring proudly serves 10,000 students in 192 chapters across Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, South Dakota, and Wyoming. But we need your help.
We're recruiting Teammates Mentors to help our students reach their full potential.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and create a ripple effect in our communities.
Go to teammates.org to learn how you can get involved. Join the team, be a mentor.
Farmers' Pride is fueling the future. In the field, on your farm, in your community. With scheduled propane deliveries, monthly budget options, and prepaid contracting plans, Farmers' Pride has the right solution to fit your propane needs and has been a trusted supplier of propane for over 60 years. In the field, on your farm, in your community. Farmers' Pride.
When you're looking for reliability, innovation, and performance, look no further than Woodhouse Ford. From the powerful F-150 to the versatile Escape and the spacious Expedition, Ford offers a lineup designed to meet your needs and exceed your expectations. Take advantage of exciting offers going on now. Browse our inventory online or in-store at one of our 3 convenient locations in Blair, Omaha, and Plattsmouth.
News Channel Nebraska. Let's take a look at our top plays from that first game of the day, our girl-boy doubleheader between West Holt and Plainview. Top plays brought to you by Currency and Elkhorn Valley Bank.
With his team and celebrating with the best student section. Lincoln Conrad.
Well, here's a look at this battle today in Atkinson, Nebraska. West Holt and Plainview, the girls' game. And this one, it was a hot start for the Huskies, finding shots pretty much however they wanted. And how about that nice pass in and a good finish? That's London Conrad, one of the players we had to watch. Now, how about our sister Holland? Gets the basketball on a steal, puts it up with some good defense on her, and finishes it strong. 17-3. Good first half. Now driving inside, tough look, fading toward the basket. Avery Nemitz with the bucket. She finished the day with 8 points. High pass underneath Monica Chavez. She was somebody who was able to find lots of openings throughout the defense. Finished the game with 9 points, 7 rebounds. As for Plainview, sophomore Riley Miller finds her just first bucket of the day on a nice mid-range jumper from the high post. On the other end, it's the senior, Abby Davis. We called her the Grandmaster for a reason. 14 points for Davis tonight. She was tremendous. There's a deep two-pointer, finds it to fall. Plainview attacks with a bucket. Kenzie Dorr, 36-11, and there's Monica Chavez, finds her way through the teeth of the defense to increase this lead. 43-11, tough shot right here. Ball's on the floor, finds it to Holland Conrad, who floats it in. Great shot to end the first half. 49-11, Azul Chavez, right wing three-pointer, good to go as West Holt runs away with a big 57-17 victory. Our top plays on News Channel Nebraska. We will get you to our coach interview with Riley Boniface in just a moment on NCN. 57-17, the final score. I believe we're ready for Lou Siefker and head coach Riley Boniface for the head coach of the Huskies on NCN.
So West Holt Lady Huskies in dominant fashion tonight with a big victory over the Plainview Pirates. I'm joined now by Riley Boniface, head coach, and Abby Davis, our player of the game. We'll talk to Abby here momentarily. Coach, I think it's pretty obvious what were the factors tonight. You forced, I had you for 34 turnovers, and you had 20 offensive rebounds. So was that, I assume that was stress, those two things tonight?
Well, yeah, those are two things that are stressed kind of every game for us, and that's one thing we always say is playing defense and rebounding is something that you can bring every game, even if your shot's not falling.
Well, you got a good basketball team, and I think a team that's thinking about postseason. Is it difficult to get them? It didn't seem like it was tonight, but is it difficult to get them to focus, even when you're playing a team that maybe only has one win on the year?
Oh, I mean, like we've been talking to the girls a lot about no letdowns and just playing hard every night. Regardless of the team that you play or whether it's practice, you're just trying to bring it every night. So it's something that we've talked about a lot. So I guess I'm not super surprised we showed up and played well.
We had some players that really played well. One of them was Monica Chavez. I thought she was really good moving without the basketball, getting in that zone, finding the creases. And then your team passed the basketball real well to get her some easy shots.
Yeah, no, that's Monica's done that the last few games in a row. We've had some nice backdoor cuts for layups, and our girls have found her. And so anytime you can get an easy basket right next to the rim, we'll definitely take it.
And defensively, I thought the Conrad sisters were really, really good at that pressure and turning that basketball over. Well, what makes them so dangerous defensively?
Active hands, active feet, and then they got length. I mean, you got those three things that really makes you pretty good defensively.
And then another player was Anna Hui that came in, really put up some numbers in the second half, really played well for you.
Yeah, no, she's a freshman that we're excited about. I know she doesn't get as many minutes in a regular game that we'd like to get her, but she's really coming on as the season goes, and so we're excited to see what she can do in the future here.
Well, I got to ask you a silly question. How important is this young lady to this team as the only senior?
Really important, and Abby just got back from an injury, so we're really glad to have her back and have her playing again. It's leadership is important, and she's been a leader regardless if she's been on the floor or just coming to practice and watching us, so we're glad to have her back.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations on a big win. Thanks so much for joining us.
Right, appreciate it.
That's Riley Boniface. Let's get Abby here. Abby, it's it's senior night, so no pressure or nothing, but you had to play well. We were kind of picking on you a little bit. We were calling you an old lady and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what's it like being the only senior on the team?
It's kind of weird because I'm used to like hanging out with like my fellow seniors or whatever, but I'm glad that I have the role and I can be a role model for these younger girls. So that's what I like about being the only senior. So.
I assume a knee injury, right?
Yeah.
When did you come back? When was your first game back?
Last Saturday, I played a little bit, and then this was like my full game, like at it all. So really happy.
Yeah, you played very well. 14 points. I think you had 5 or 6 rebounds. Were you nervous at all playing? I mean, you didn't play the whole game because it was such a big win. But were you nervous at all stepping back on the court for some meaningful minutes?
Not really, just because I took my recovery really seriously and I did everything to prevent re-injury. So I'm just really happy to get back on the court with my girls. So.
Well, you played very well, and you had some opportunities off offensive rebounds. How important is that to your game? Is to get those extra chance points?
I think rebounding to me and to the team is one of the important parts, just because it gives an opportunity for the rest of the girls to get extra shots. So I take rebounding with pride. So I love rebounding.
Yeah, you did very well. And then also, what's your message, I guess, to your team now as you're heading into postseason in about a month? So not far away. You've got some tough games ahead. How do you lead this team? What do you say to this team to keep them moving forward?
At practice, we try to focus on the little things like rebounding and follow-throughs with our shots. So we just need to remember to do all the little things like boxing out and that kind of stuff to make sure that we get really far in the postseason.
Well, I wouldn't have guessed that this was your first game back, or your second game back, I guess. Wouldn't have guessed it. You played very well. Congratulations on a win and being our player of the game.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. That's Abby Davis, the Grand Master. Abby Davis right here, our player of the game. Back to you, Caitlin.
Well, very good game from Abby Davis tonight. 14 points, 3 rebounds, our player of the game. Thanks for joining us on the game today. We will have one more coming up, and it's going to be a fun one between the Plainview Pirates and West Holt Huskies. These two teams are going to clash in Atkinson. Coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you